Good morning, children. Today we are going to discuss about few of the topics from chapter 3, playing with numbers. Firstly, we'll see about factors and we will learn about the definition. A factor of a number divides that given number exactly. So what is the meaning of this exactly? Exactly is nothing but without leaving any remainder. That means the remainder must be equal to 0. Let us take an example. Here I have taken the example of finding factors for a number 12 and I am starting it from 1. In one table, the number 12 occurs at 12 times. That is, 1 12 is 12. Next, the next consecutive number or the next successive number for 1 is nothing but 2. So, we are going to check in 2 table. So, 2 6 is nothing but 12. And the next consecutive, it is 3. 3 4 is equal to 12. And the next consecutive is going to be 4. Whereas, I didn't consider their 4. I didn't wrote their 4. Why? Because in 4 table the occurrence of 12 comes at 3 times. That is 4 3s is 12, which is nothing but the reverse of 3 4s are. So there is no need to mention it particularly again. Thus the factors of 12 are from top to bottom 1 2 3 and again from bottom to top 4 6 12. There are some points to be remembered while dealing with factors. The first point goes with every number has 1 as a factor. Whatever the number you take, it can be 2, it can be 10, it can be 12, it can be 20. So for every number, 1 is a factor. And the next point is every number is a factor of itself. The greatest factor for any number will be the number itself. So for every number, the number itself is another factor. Next point is every number except 1 has at least 2 factors, that is 1 and itself. The next point is the factor of a number is always equal to or less than the given number. So for any number, when you are about to find the factors, make sure that the factors obtained must be either equal to or less than the given number. The last point to be remembered is number of factors of a given number are finite. Finite in the sense that the number of factors for any number are countable. We can count the number of factors. After knowing about factors, let us now look into multiples. A multiple of a number is the product obtained when the given number is multiplied by the same or any other number. For example, here we just found out the multiples for the number 5. So how to find the multiples for any given number? So whatever the given number might be, multiply it with any other number. The product obtained or the result obtained after the multiplication process is called as a multiple. Here 5 multiplied by 1 is equal to 5. So 5 is the first multiple for the number 5. And next 5 multiplied by 2 is equal to 10. So 10 is the second multiple for the number 5. So 5 multiplied by 3 is equal to 15. So 15 is the third multiple for the number 5. Suppose if I ask you a question like, what is the fifth multiple of the number 5? So simply multiply 5 into 5 is equal to 25. So 25 is the fifth multiple of the number 5. So this just goes on. So here we are having the multiples of 5 as 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35 and so on. so on, in the sense the multiples for any number are infinite. The points to remember while dealing with multiples. The first point is every number is a multiple of itself. The second is every number is a multiple of 1. The third point is every multiple of a given number is equal to or greater than the number. The final point that we have to remember is every number has infinite number of multiples. There can be n number of multiples written for any given number. Perfect number. A number for which sum of all its factors is equal to twice the number is called a perfect number. In order to know this concept, let us look into an example. Here we have taken a number 6 and we are about to find out whether it is a perfect number or not. So in order to find whether it is perfect or not, first we need to find the factors for the given number. Here in this case the factors of the number 6 are 1, 2, 3 and 6. So after finding the factors, we need to sum up the factors. That is, we have to perform an addition for the factors. And 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 6, which is equal to 12. And this 12 can be written as 2 into 6. 2 into 6 is nothing but 2 times of 6. 2 times of 6 is 2 times of 6 is our given number. So therefore the sum of the factors of the given number 6 is equal to twice the number. So therefore we can conclude that 6 is a perfect number. Prime and composite numbers. Before going into prime and composite numbers, let us know about natural numbers first. The set of numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and so on are called as natural numbers. These natural numbers were divided into two categories. The first is the prime numbers and the second is composite numbers. In order to understand the concept of prime and composite numbers, let us just observe the table given. So a table is consisting of 3 columns. The first one represents the number, the second column represents the factors for that particular number, and the third column represents the number of factors for that number. So now if I just look at the number 3, the factors for that number 3 are 1 and 3. So the count or the number of factors for the number 3 are just 2 factors, that is 1 and 3. Now if I look at the number 6, the factors for 6 are 1, 2, 3 and 6. So the count there or the number of factors for the number 6 are 4. If I just take the number 9, so the factors for the number 9 are 1, 3, 9. So therefore the number of factors for the number 9 are 3. So when we just look at the number of factors, for some numbers the number of factors are 2 and for few it is 3 and for some other it is 4 and even for a particular number it is 1. So As we just observed the number of factors in the previous table, now we can just conclude, or we can come to a clear view of prime and composite numbers. Prime numbers. So prime numbers are the natural numbers that have only two factors, 1 and itself. For example, the factors in the previous table that we just look over. So from there only these examples were written, that is 2, 3, 5, 7 and so on. So these numbers particularly, they will have only two factors, 1 and itself. And when it comes to composite numbers are the natural numbers that have more than two factors. So any number which will have more than two factors, that means that number can have either three factors, that number can have four factors, that number can have five or more also. So more than two factors are there means, then we can call that particular number as composite number. The examples here were 4, 6, 8, 9, 10 and so on. Even and odd numbers. So far we learned about factors, multiples, prime and composite numbers. So now we'll learn about even and odd numbers also. The multiples of number 2 are called as even numbers, whereas the rest of the numbers are called as odd numbers. 0, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 and so on are the multiples of number 2. Whatever are the multiples of number 2, they are called as even numbers. That means we can call these numbers as even numbers. The rest of the numbers are 1, 3, 5, 7, 9 and so on. All these numbers are not the multiples of number 2, and so we can call them as odd numbers. In simple words, we can say that the multiples of number 2 are even and the non-multiples of number 2 are odd numbers. Points to remember about prime and composite numbers. The first point here is number 1 is neither prime nor composite. It is a unique number. Why it is neither prime nor composite? In order to be a prime number, that number 1 must have two factors, but number 1 is having only one factor, so we can't call it as a prime number. In order to be a composite number, number 1 must have more than two factors, but here 1 is having only one factor, so we can't call it neither a composite number. So what is it called as? The number 1 is called as an unique number. The next point is number 2 is the smallest and the only even prime number. The only prime number that is also even is nothing but it is the number 2. Next point here is number 3 is the smallest odd number. And the last point is every prime number except 2 is odd. So that means, which means the only prime even number is 2 and all the other prime numbers other than 2 are odd numbers only. Let us see about coprimes and twin primes. So first, what are these coprime numbers? Two numbers with only 1 as a common factor are called coprime numbers. For example, 2, 3. So 2 and 3, these two numbers are called as coprime numbers. Why? Because if we just look at their factors and if we wrote the common factors, only 1 will be the common factor for the two numbers. So we call the set of these two numbers as coprime numbers. The same with the other sets of numbers also, that is 10, 11. These two are also having only 1 as a common factor, and so we call these two numbers as coprime numbers. Twin prime numbers. Two prime numbers whose difference is 2 are called twin prime numbers. So for example, 3 and 5. So here 3 is a prime number, 5 is a prime number, and the difference between these two prime numbers is 2. So we can pair up these two numbers and we can call them as twin prime numbers. Few more examples for twin primes are 5, 7 is one pair and 11, 13 is another pair.